Hey everybody, welcome to the first ever live recording of the New News. I'm Jared Gilbertson with Strasser Nature's Helpers, and I'm joined today by Zach Strasser. So Zach, we've been using the New News caption on several of our posts recently. It's something that we intend on using for quite a while. Why don't you go ahead and explain to everyone what exactly the New News is, where that came from, and what our plans are and how we're going to use that.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, how you doing? So I'm at my home office. Great to join and kind of give everybody a quick update on how we're going to handle this. The New News to us is something where, we think the news is changing fast. We think it's a daily update concept, and we got to keep people, not just our customer, but, current customers, but maybe potential customers, and also peer-to-peer within the industry. We think there's a lot of collaboration going on right now between the peer-to-peer side of the industry also. Because we're an essential workforce, there's really been no time like the present that, we really need to connect as a peer-to-peer and make sure that we're all working together. Being that we are essential doesn't make it easy. It makes it nice because we can continue to work, but it adds a ton of challenges to deliver the services safely and efficiently and professionally. So we think there's a lot to cover. And the most fun I think we're going to have is when we start to connect with some of our middle and frontline managers who are out in the field, and we're going to be able to talk with them and really get a what's going on out there, because we're all so condensed in and kind of confined to our homes and or office buildings where, the outside is a place we all need to get to, but we also feel somewhat disconnected from it right now. So we really are looking forward to having our managers be interviewed by you on what's going on out there in the outdoors and in the landscape. So really looking forward to doing some interviews with our team and getting people to be connected to what they're going through out there outside. So, yeah.
Hey, did you know that you can find Strasser on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok? We're trying to put a lot of cool content on each platform. We're trying to just do it individually and, really be unique with each platform. So go ahead and give us a follow and join in on the conversations. So what do you think we're going to be facing out here when you start to interview people or bring people on this? What are some challenges, some stories you think we're going to start to hear?
To be honest, Jared, I think we're going to see some frontline challenges that they're going through, whether it's, one thing, for instance, is, an industry where we've put, a handful of people in these four-door trucks in the past. Now it's only one person per vehicle. So that's just one major challenge. I kind of use it as an example of, imagine trying to split up a football team to play the game together, but they can't be on the same field. And when the ball gets thrown, they have to desanitize and clean the ball before they catch it when it's in midair. So there's a lot of challenges. So I think we're going to see some real life challenges. We've already seen, whether it's residents or whether they're workers on a property that aren't part of the landscape teams, we're seeing people approach them and bypass that 6-foot rule. I mean, I know in our company we have a 10-foot rule, but we're not even getting some people to abide by the 6-foot rule. So it's, our team members being comfortable, that are essential workers, being comfortable with telling the general public that, hey, you got to respect this space. It's our company policy. So a lot of challenges I think we're going to be able to showcase. And then I think some good stories. I think we're going to see a lot of good stories on how, maybe the customer is appreciative of what's going on. Good stories on, people that might have gotten sick from this have recovered. There's just so many, I think, stories, whether you look at them as all positive, not necessarily. So I think it's going to be real life. I think there's going to be some positivity, and I think there's going to be some challenges. And I think the one big thing is we're going to see what they're really kind of going through out there, a real world, real life kind of scenario versus us sitting here in our, comfortable home office, communicating with each other this way. I think it's going to be a little more, maybe it's raining out and we're talking about the challenges of getting these services done in the rain or what have you. So maybe challenges on how to meet with a customer to actually close a sale with them, even though they want to do the project. There's this separation that we all know when you're dealing with a customer and customer service and the service industry, how, the touch points in communicating in person, creating those trust factors person to person is always how we've done it, especially in this industry. So I think it'll be interesting to see how some of that we overcome that whole side of things where people need to feel connected with us and our team members and our managers, but yet they're not physically connected. So I think that's going to be a big thing that we're going to be able to showcase. And then, at the end of the day, just beautiful landscapes. I think it's a great time to actually see it. There's nothing better than the spring in the Northeast, and that's where we're at in Eastern Pennsylvania. So seeing the spring blooms is going to be a great way to inspire some people. And, so.
Yeah, and I think we look forward to potentially doing some on-site interviews where it's not just us sitting in our homes.
Yeah.
Try to get out in the field, or try to get out into some nature preserves or anywhere we can be kind of surrounded by our environment or, right there in the middle of the action with our industry. So.
Yeah. And as this is organic, we don't have anything written down for this conversation. I think that we're going to try to do the same thing with the teams out there. So there's a lot of face-to-face meetings going on in every industry and every profession right now. And I think that not a lot of them are really getting exposed in a way of letting the people know what we're discussing in these meetings. And I think this is going to be kind of a step in the direction of, hey, hear what's going on in real time versus let's have meetings and let's put documents together and send them out, where people get to see the meeting in a written copy form. This is going to be able to be shot in video and as close to real life. I mean, it's not live in the sense of they're walking through the field as you're watching it, but we're going to try to get it out the same day. And I think that's going to be a difference. I mean, we're going to be the first landscape crew kind of speaking for the industry as a whole on let's get out some real information on what's going on right now versus stagnant photo shots and or copy. So I think that's going to be the most exciting part of it. I don't think there's anything going on like it. So I hope that people see some value in it. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic and kind of excited to just try something new, kind of explore. It's just a different format of media that we don't see enough of, especially in this industry. So I really look forward to giving it our best shot. And if it helps us kind of expand and reach out to more of our peers and, more of our even our customers to get even more of a perspective from their side of things. I think it's a healthy environment for all of us to share our knowledge and learn from each other.
Yeah. So just maybe, an idea right now would be to maybe reach out to a couple of our clients and maybe you would want to almost interview them. I think that would be a good idea because we could really understand the challenges they're going through as a property manager. Maybe we would learn, we will learn from them. I think they'd be a great person to ask on, and see if they would be interested in it. Not just our team, also just other industry peer-to-peer companies, maybe in other states in the Northeast or anywhere in the country. So I think, putting out some feelers on seeing who else would like to be involved with us. So
yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. So I think more to follow. Let's try to get our act together for, one or two posts by the end of the week where we can get this, rolling where people aren't wondering what we're doing and just looking at, like I said, stagnant photos and copy. It only goes so far. I think if we have to read another document that talks about best safety steps, we might want to pull our hair out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now let's start capturing what's really going on, because anyone can put a new safety policy together on paper and say what they're doing, but it really speaks volumes to be out there. We'll call it in the battle zone, actually showcasing how it's working. I mean, that's really
Right.
where we're at as a company. I mean, we're going to put our employee survey out Wednesday morning, and it's to capture this information. So I think for us, a big part of this is really capturing what's going on out there and talking about how it's going versus this is what we're going to do and then not hear anything.
Yeah.
So let's really get on that. This is what we're doing and how it's working. And real life, all these safety policies and all these changes within essential businesses does not mean it's going to go smoothly. I can guarantee you that. We just ordered a bunch of golf carts to get delivered to properties. They were supposed to come tomorrow, and I got a call on the phone saying they're there now. I mean, and this stuff is going on all over. And I think it's going to be really interesting to kind of showcase some of those real life stories. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
I look forward to it. It's a raw glimpse of our industry, our company, and I think we're going to really approach this with the most optimistic and positive attitude we can, because we really want to show off, what happens, behind the scenes that most people don't see, as well as kind of use it as a jumping off point for people to join us and to help each other grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's all we have.
Let's do it, and hopefully some people see some value in it, right? And thanks for calling me. And I think we've been talking about this since last week, and we're happy to launch it. And thanks for kind of cornering me and getting it moving. So I look forward to it. Really, honestly, I think it's going to be great.
All right. Talk to you later, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Jared. See you, everyone.